Oh, how you doing? I'm Hassan, and I'm glad to be here with you today. The subject matter of this video is very, very important to me. So therefore, look, I'm going to be using terms, phrases, and words and different things that might make a lot of people uncomfortable, but that's okay too, damn it. I'm going to be talking about subjects that are profane, and I'm going to do what I have to do to not use profanity myself, but the subjects are profane. And they're dealing with, we're dealing with rideshare right now. So basically it's rideshare type of rideshare, chauffeur, transportation, gig economy, peer-to-peer. To kind of set the stage, of course I live in Atlanta, Georgia. So if you're used to my videos, you probably know, guys in Atlanta. Atlanta's a fascinating place full of a lot of wonderful things. We've got the world's busiest airport, which means that if you're doing rideshare, you're going to have a very fascinating experience. I'm just being nice with you because it's a fascinating experience for me. For those of you who do it as a job, it's not going to be as fascinating to you because you're going to be doing it as a job. And if you're doing it and you're doing it well, you're going to keep getting tweaked. I think that's the reason why a lot of drivers who do this work, they dress down or they don't present professionally. And I'm encouraging presenting yourself with dignity, with honor, and with respect. And I know that there are many people who are watching my channel that want to say, oh, something's wrong with him talking about competition. It's only because they're afraid of competition. Competition driving is merely competition with yourself. All right? All right. So for those of you who want to misunderstand, it's okay that you misunderstand, and you can mealy mouth your way through being stuck on making like a couple thousand a week only, when all you have to do is be a chauffeur. Then you can make 6,000 a week and then build an international sort of business. Then, then the sky's the limit. Money, then it gets real. Things will get more real to you. But as long as you're stuck on labor, instead of thinking your way all the way through to where is it that you truly want to go? What is it that you truly want to get to? What train is on the track coming towards you? Huh? Will you be able to get off the track and get on the damn train and ride to your destination? Huh? Or do you want to keep being silly and stay with this rideshare thing, and not evaluate yourself to your fullest potential? Competition driving. Are you scared of yourself? Huh? All of a sudden you don't think you're good enough, do you? You want to try to compete with me by pulling me down? And your ass still doing Uber X, Comfort, or whatever levels? You ain't even doing Uber Black? I've heard a lot of excuses. Let me be careful because I'm getting excited now. I've heard a lot of people say, well, you do Uber Black, so you whatever. You could do Uber Black. I started off doing this homeless. 2 years later, I had my first limousine, and then I started doing Uber Black. Don't be using me as some excuse of why you can't do what you gotta do, huh? Okay, respect yourself. Let me get deeper into this now. I was mentioning to you in Atlanta, there's a lot of fascinating things. We've got all kind of, we've got the world's largest, we've got all kind of government agencies that are at their max. We've got historical things. We also aquarium, that draws a lot of people from all over the world. We also have some pretty good sport teams if you into that. Now I'm not into it. So I don't care if they losing now or whatever. You ain't dragging me through the mud because of that. Huh? But we got some kick-ass sport teams, I think. Anyway, it draws a lot of people, win, lose, or indifferent. On the dark side of Atlanta, because I've been there, having been homeless and everything for, I guess when I calculated the years up, I guess it was a pretty long time. I don't want to get into the story behind that too much, because hell, it was still a beautiful thing for me. A thing of pure hardcore, cutthroat, self-discovery, and I wouldn't trade it, really. But when you're doing this rideshare thing, or you're being a chauffeur, I think if you're doing whatever you can to be the best you can be, you're gonna have some issues. Now here in Atlanta, because I purposely try to give the best service I can. Now service encompasses all of these. See, you're giving yourself good service when you're taking care of, you're feeding yourself the right food and everything. My diet's been changing, had to change. I constantly change it. You're giving yourself good service. You're giving yourself good service by practicing safety. It's just automatically built into doing anything you're doing with rideshare, or you're doing something kinetic or very physical. Even if you're doing something mental, these things need to come into play. So all I've done is just breaking them down and told you you're doing it. You're doing it anyway. All you have to do is be more intense with it. Quit lying to yourself about what it is that you're doing. You're out there driving every day, and damn it, you want to say, oh, because he says safety, oh, it's so elementary, oh, it goes without saying. Think of it. Think of it. Oh, but y'all, you care about is money. Money, oh, safety don't put money in my pocket. Okay, go out here and get killed in. Health don't put money in my pocket. Okay, die sooner than what you're supposed to, because you're all going to die anyway. Huh? You have more money if you live. Service, hell, damn with that. Man, this world is trash. So I'm going to treat people like trash, and I expect them. I'm going to scam, huh? I'm going to cheat people, huh? I'm going to give them less than what they damn deserve, huh? And then when you get it back, you got an issue, huh? You give good service, and then good service be returning to you, then be scratching your head wondering what happened. All right, okay, look. Okay, at this point, I feel like I might be getting a little salty, and I think I am, because I've had people want to say opposite of being the best you can be. Man, that does get on my nerves a little bit, because I know where I came from. Okay, education. I just said I know where I came from. I come from a place where if you try to be as educated as you can, they'll just fuck you up, and that shit starts from in high school too, huh? You're already being indoctrinated as it is, huh? You better not be doing the best you can to get the best lessons that you can. Not in the community I come from. So education is important. You think education ain't important when you're doing rideshare? Them good habits that you had in college, them good habits that you had in high school, that boosted you up. You think you don't need to practice that here? I did. Well, no, you don't have to practice it. I did. I wanted to be as educated as I possibly could. Hence that last video that I made. Man, that was only a few of them, man. That was only a few rideshare drivers that I learned from. You better be an autodidact instead of being dadgum into this brainwashed crap you into, because this brainwashed crap you into got you thinking less of yourself because you're a rideshare driver. You need to break that fucking matrix, man. Huh? Be the best you can be no matter what. In order to be the best you can be, you got experimentation. Now, I made a lot of mistakes, did a lot of dumb, boneheaded stuff. I did that throughout my life. What you think rideshare was no different. It's just that when it came to rideshare, I had come off of being homeless, and I had decided, because of some other things that had happened, hey, look, I'm just going to be the best I can no matter what. I don't give a damn. I don't give a shit about what anybody's people think, my people think, because you want to be that Hollywood movie star. The film industry is big here in Atlanta, And as a chauffeur, I took around the big names. It's just that when you ride with, well, at that time, you ride with, I ain't posting your picture, nothing, nowhere, huh? In fact, you ought to be trying to take a selfie with me. That's the attitude I had. But, hey, I was out to be the best I could be no matter what, no matter where in my life. I practice these principles in all my affairs, and I do. I still do. I just brought it because it make it look like business. I looked at it, I says, wow. To me, these things are esoteric, huh? And they can be practiced. Well, we're already practicing it, you ain't. But look, practice it with clarity and watch the money come. Hell, I made, just doing regular Uber alone, I made $100,000 a year. I was on that. And then I looked at a higher goal. I want to be the best me I can be. So I ended up getting a limousine. You was making more money. Yeah, I was making more money. But I had to let the rest of my friends and loved ones go. Because they're wanting me to be the stereotypical, like what you see on, huh? Not somebody who's trying to be the best they can be and get up out the situation I was in. They love me better homeless, huh? Okay, that's something I had to think about. Not for every one of you, it's not real, so don't come to me talking about, oh, well, it's just you. It is just me because I'm just that damn good, huh? And I'm not telling you this stuff because it's not negative, huh? I was able to find the best in me once I left all that alone because of my stupid conditioning and brainwashing that I had to break. I had to break that matrix mess, and all I did is use Rideshare to do it. And I have a sneaky suspicion that you can do it on most places. You can even do it on a job. You can break the matrix even on a job, and you work in that job by knowing clearly where you need to go and what you're going to do with the funds or whatever you're getting, so you can break free. And I pray that you have a loved one to support you, whatever, to support you in that, because you know, it could be sleeping with the enemy, man or woman, it don't matter none. I have seen husband and wife teams who do Rideshare, and they getting over. You get as offended as you like, all right? I've also seen other situations too, and you know, it can be very interesting, but so much for that. Now, another thing, let me see what I got here. Oh, damn. I'm almost making the video too long, but I need to tell you this. In Atlanta, if you don't have the respect that you need to have for yourself, huh, these passengers gonna drag your ass through the damn mud. See, like I roll up in a three-piece suit, drive the BMW, picking up people, because a lot of my clients were doctors. Medical industry is big here in Atlanta, and a lot of my clients were doctors. And I go pick them up, and they took that time just to tell me, and especially if they're doing on Uber, if they on Uber Black. Hell, that's how I got them, was on Black. And then when I got over there, they order on to do a Uber Black. I drive up and they treat me like pure shit, huh? They told me, this, if you know, do you know what we do to people like you, huh? Well, what are you talking about? People who wearing three-piece suits looking good, huh? This is in Atlanta now. You can lie and say it ain't happening nowhere else, or tell the truth to yourself, damn it. Okay? So you have this guy, and he's a doctor, gets in the car and tells me what we do to people like you. My mind goes to the Tuskegee thing, but he has an accent, and I know they come from all over the world because we pick them up on a regular basis. Down there, the 900 block of Oakdale Road. When I drove up to pick him up, he lead a diatribe on me, and I had to listen to it because, see, I'm a witness. Huh? He let me know all my suspicions were real. These son of bitches in here practicing eugenics. Now, and they have people coming from all over the world doing it. Now, me, myself, when he said that, did he mean the color of my skin? Did he mean, oh, people who dress in three-piece suits, we fuck you up? Did he mean Did he mean, was it a gender thing? He might have thought I was, some sort of a gender thing. Could have been political. Now, a week now, I canceled the contract with him and all of that. I'll be somebody threatening my damn life like that. What the fuck's wrong with you, man? Just for some Uber dollars or whatever. Now, 2 weeks later, it was less than that. It was within the same week. I goes over in the same neighborhood down there on Oakdale Road, what they call that neighborhood, Emory area or something like that. On Oakdale Road, I go down there to pick somebody up, and it was a Uber Black. It was an Uber Black. She gets in the car. I go to pick up because they pick up some other people, and I took her to the place to pick up another person. And when they got in the car, that young lady, this is the beauty of being a chauffeur, because when you're a chauffeur, people act like you, especially a damn good driver, people act like you ain't even there when they have their conversations. What she was saying to the other two people that I picked up, she says, a doctor had asked her to administer some medication. She refused to do it. He got another nurse to do it, and the person died. She knew the medication was going to hurt the person. The person died. Now she's scared for her life in another language with an accent. And like I'm not supposed to say nothing, here I am, American. Born and raised here. That bastard say that kind of crap to somebody. I want you to be careful in that comment section. Don't you dare tell on yourself. Don't you dare tell on yourself, but you can. So, what I'd rather see the comment section filled with is, don't be afraid to be the best you can be. No matter what the circumstances, that shit ain't stop me or make me say, well, look, I'm going to dress less. But most of you Uber Black drivers here, you're dressing down because you're getting people in your car with that gas light, make you feel uncomfortable. Look, they see your picture. All they have to do is say, well, no, I don't want him as a driver. I don't want her as a driver. But the people who I get treated by worst, it's my own damn people who look just like me. They treat me like pure shit. And I'm coming bringing the bring. They're going to try to disrespect me any way they can. Stand up for yourself, not in the ignorant way, because all you have to do is get it 1 star. Go on about your business. But don't deny within yourself what's happening and what the experience is that you have. And don't deny that crap within yourself. Understand it clearly, and be able to articulate it better than me. That's the beauty of doing this thing. You're doing this anyway, but you do it holistically throughout your whole life. Racism is unhealthy. Sexism is unhealthy. That political bullshit, hating somebody because they political view, then lying and saying you don't hate them or you don't have ill feeling toward them because that political view, that shit's unhealthy. That shit ain't safe. Doctors run around here putting people in bad health, putting some government name in it about what we do to you. Piece of shit. Service, You think having these unhealthy attitudes lend to good service? They make for your worldview. Unhealthy attitudes make for your worldview. What? You're a misogynist? You some sort of racist, a religionist? Lying about you have no ill feelings about this guy because I had people get in my car, see my name, and just going on about a religion. Telling me how you gonna make me believe in God, you dumbass? That religion shit ain't no better than racism. All right? Come on now, learn what you gotta learn when you're doing rideshare, turning your back on your beautiful experience and you're a rideshare driver. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Some of y'all go along with whatever they. Education. Learning what truth is. Learning what's real is, huh? Experimentation to see what works. Look, that unhealthy shit makes for unhealthy experiments. That unhealthy thought make for unhealthy worldview. It's unsafe, huh? It makes for bad service, huh? And we running around here as drivers in dirty cars because there's something up here that's dirty. We need to get out of it. I had to face it in myself. I ain't talking about, oh, well, I'm so much. The only thing that's unique and special about me is me being me myself. Not making no excuse for it. All right? All right, well, look here. Look here. I want you to be very careful. I want you to understand this, that when I bring certain information to you, I'm bringing it to you with love. And you might say, well, Hassan, you're being real salty right now. I'm being salty with myself because when I was actually deeply involved in doing Rideshare, doing the black, doing the, being chauffeur, doing that, building the company, which, it's paid off I'm very much okay with the outcome. The things that I have been giving to you all the time has been this structure, because it's like a little machine. When you put action to it, then it's like a little, it's very active device. And then I do it in all my affairs. It just takes on different look, but it's basically this. And all I did is distill it into this, that if you practice this, you'll have a wonderful experience. And I have a wonderful experience. And I'm very pleased because, and I'm going to say it, and I hope it hits the right people just right. I started off being homeless. In 2 years, I had my first limousine. Now I'm 70 years old and I'm very cool. Please be careful. Know that I can do the videos now with love. I always was doing them with love. I just didn't want to use the word and every time. But until the next video, of course, like and subscribe and all of that. And until the next video, drive safe and drive with confidence.